Hi guys, this is Turbonetic777 Alex, and today was the day. Half marathon day. Woo! And you're probably asking yourself, so how was it? Did you do it? I have a hamstring injury. So were you able to go with it? Well, to answer your question, dun dun dun, look what I have here. My medal. There it is. I did it! Yay! I have done it. My very first half marathon. I'm gonna wear it just because I told my wife a few minutes ago, this is what a gold medalist feels like. I just woke up from a 3-hour nap because I was exhausted, which I'll talk about that a little bit. But, I said to my wife, this is what a gold medalist must feel like. In fact, if you say, honey, can you take out the trash? I'm going to be like, let me get my medal. I'll be right back. And then say, okay, let me take out the trash. I first and foremost thank God because this was tough. I didn't realize, I knew the course was going to be very hilly, but oh my God, it was hilly from the minute you cross the finish line to the start line to the minute you cross the finish line. In fact, at the end, whoever came up with that little route, they need to be beat down or something, slapped, because they make you go up such a steep, and not only was it a hill, it was a dirt hill at the end. Who did that? And it was raining, like it had rained, and so I was like, they want somebody to get hurt, but I did it. Woke up at about 3 or so. I wanted to drink some coffee and I wanted to get, that caffeine in my system. I knew I was not going to eat because I didn't want to use the bathroom or, have to use the bathroom during the race or before, because if it's number one, you're like, oh, okay, cool, I'll hold it. But if it's number two and you're running, you're not going to want to hold that. So I did not want to deal with any of that. So I didn't eat. I did do a lot of carbs the day before, but I kind of, now that I'm finished with the race, I kind of wish I would have eaten something this morning just because I felt a crash at the end of the race. Also, what didn't help was that, I have not ran since my hamstring injury 3 weeks ago. This was the first. I did a quick, a little trial run but I did like a mile on Saturday, 2 miles on Sunday, and I did 4 miles, and my hamstring did not feel good on Monday of this week. And so I just was running on the faith of my muscle memory and everything like that. So we started the race at a little over 8 o'clock. This race had an open concept that I have never seen before, where it's an open start, which means that, runners can come in at whatever time they would like between 8 and 9 a.m. Usually the races that I have done in the past, and when I say the past, meaning like 5Ks, which is 3 miles, and those were just more run and walk kind of things, and then I did an obstacle course. That one was a 6K, I think it was. And that one, again, everything has been set times. You get there, set time, boom. This half marathon was very different, and even my friend, I have one friend who this was his fourth. He had never seen that before, so that was interesting, but whatever. So we started the race. I was very nervous. I did stretching. I did some running before I started. In the stretching area, and it was cool. But I was nervous because I knew it was gonna be hilly. But oh my gosh, hilly is not the word. Like, these were they felt like mountains. My breathing, I felt like I was out of rhythm a little bit. I was out of rhythm. I felt like I couldn't relax my body like I wanted to, because again, I was so nervous about, my hamstring acting up because there was so many hills. And I think halfway through it, I was okay. Um, right at mile 6, it started to rain, so we got rained on a little bit. But it actually felt good. Temperature wise, we were at 60 degrees, which was fantastic for running. And then the rain actually felt good. Um, but then, going up the halfway point, there was, oh my gosh, three monster hills. And so at the halfway point, you went up this big old ginormous hill. You turned around, came down it, and then it started to kind of rain a little harder. So my like I started to tense up because I felt like the trailways that we were running through had pine straws in them. There were areas that had some dirt because this was all in and throughout a park, and it was like the trail walking portions of the park. And so I just felt like, oh my gosh, it can be a potential slip hazard. And so I was a little afraid of that. And then at that 6 mile point, my hamstring really, and my calf, everything on the left side started to get really tight. But I think it was because, of course, when you're going up and down hills, that's when you engage your hamstring the most. And so everything got tight, and my just I started to get really nervous, but I kept pushing through. And let me tell you what, one of my highlights of the entire race was having my wife with me, of course. She was there with me. I woke her up at 3 in the morning. We got in the car at 6, left. We were over there. We were the first ones there. She was there with me. And if you hear my family in the background, my bad. I'm recording in the kitchen area because I have the best lighting. I don't have one of those light thingies that everybody has, but maybe I'll grow up one day and get me one. But, so my bad. Because I told them not to make noise, but, kids. Anyways, so, as I was going, my wife, we were there, it was dark. Then she, of course, was in the finish line. But another one of the big highlights, right when I was about 4 miles from the finish line, my dear friend Taro and Jenny were there. And it was funny because I was fighting fatigue. And let me go into this real quick. Halfway through, like, it was insane how much my body drained itself from all the, like the carbs and everything that I had eaten, to the point where I started getting like really sleepy as I was running. Like, I was like, oh my God, and I was starving. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is this mental block that I've heard runners, talk about and whatnot. And just, I had to fight it. And so when I was coming through that point, I saw Taro and Jenny, and I didn't know it was them initially. They were taking pictures, and, all throughout the race, you have people cheering you on and whatnot. And so I didn't, he's also a de-esser like I am, and he looks amazing. I didn't recognize him when I was turning. He took some pictures and videos and stuff, and he was cheering. And then he said, "Hey, Alex." He said, "Go, Alex." And then I saw Jenny, his wife, and it was like, oh my gosh. But by then, I'm just in autopilot. They gave me high fives. And then it dawned on me, oh my God, it's Taro and it's Jenny. And, that I started to feel a lot of emotion as I was running, just because it was just hitting home, and just having, people who are on the same journey come out to see me on the race. It was just so powerful. And so at the very end, to cross that finish line, it was like all the hard work, the 6 months of training outside in the cold winter, in the rain, when the days that it rained and I had to run, all the injuries that that I got from training. I remember, and I didn't tell you any of you guys this before, but I remember there was a day where I had like blisters in my toes, and like I felt wetness. I was like, "What is that in my face?" It was blood. When I first started training, so I mean, it literally blood, sweat, and tears. I put everything into this, and so to be able to cross the finish line was just amazing. And my time was 2 hours and 20 minutes, which was incredible for me, having this injury. So that was just amazing. It was such a great experience. Really, I learned a lot about myself and my body, and how if you are determined, and how if you put yourself to it, you can do it, y'all. If you told me 3 years ago, Alex, you wanna run a marathon, I would have been like, you crazy. You are nuts, bat nuts. I was 335 pounds. Here I am 3 years later, 154 pounds with a half marathon medal. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like, I am really stoked. Like, this is incredible. And so I'm very happy. It's just, there's words that really can't describe how I feel. I'm just ecstatic. And like I said, this is hopefully the first of many races, half marathons that I will do. I get asked, will you do a marathon ever? I want to, but honestly, marathons are brutal on the body. I'm not as young as I look. And so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, maybe. I mean, I can do it. I know I can do it, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes. For now, I'm going to stick to the half marathons because, I just baby steps, I guess. And funny, you want to see something funny? So I have my little Fitbit on. This is what I have so far for the day. 26,666 steps is what I have for the day. So that should give you a little insight of everything I've been doing. So that's insane. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if y'all, let me see if y'all can see it. Let's see. See that? Crazy. So yeah, but I had a blast. I had a great time. I thank you all for your support. And thank my family, my friends, my coworkers. I had a coworker who was out there cheering us on at the end there, and it was just amazing. It was amazing. And so I just wanted to share you guys. And if you're new to my channel and you're coming across this video and like, what's the deal? So let me kind of go back. I had the biliopancreatic diversion with duodenal switch back in June 17th, 2016. My initial weight was 335 pounds. I had my surgery in Wake Med in Cary, North Carolina. My surgeon, Dr. Bovard. And with this amazing tool that I have got now, I'm all the way down to 154 pounds. And I am able to do this. Okay? I'm able to do this. I would have never been able to do this in the past. Never. I suffered from body aches, knee pain, ankle pain, back pain, high blood pressure, heart problems, asthma, everything. Sleep apnea, everything. I'm good now. Gone. Everything gone. So I think first and foremost, God, my Savior, my Jesus Christ, my Savior, and my DS, and my determination, and just everything. So Thank you so much, guys. I was so excited. I couldn't wait to make this video. When I got home, it was so funny because I was starving. So this is how hungry I was. When you cross the finish line, I was ready to pass out. Like, I was ready to pass out. It was insane. My legs were wobbly. Everything was wobbly. You know, I was thirsty. But hungry. So they have this station with like different snacks to kind of bring your sugars up and everything. So I had 2 bananas. I had 2 mandarin oranges. I had 4 nature's own nutty oatmeal, not oatmeal bars. Yeah, oat bars. And it's like 2 of them were original, the other 2 were peanut butter. And I ate those jokers right on up. I was just, I kept going back, oh, I'm going to get some more. And the people were like, it's okay. But they were giving me the look like, you know, there's other people running, right? But, and then when I got in my car, I had a protein shake. And so, yes, so I was hungry. And then I got home, I took a shower, and then I crashed in the bed, and I took almost a 3-hour nap. And my wife can tell you, I am not a napper. I am not. Not at all. In fact, honey, come here. I always say that I'm going to have her come in the video so you guys can see, you know, Erica. She's, you know, my right hand. She is my biggest support, my biggest cheerleader. And, you know, I love her so much. And I'm just so thankful for, you know, just everything that she's been through. So here she is. It's just a quick, honey, it's just a quick, this is my beautiful wife that I love her so much. And she's just been with me through this whole step, you know, weight loss journey and now, you know, running. And in fact, I'm so proud of her because she seen me run. She started running. And this, yesterday, she did 8 miles. Her 8 miles, and she is not a runner. This is her first time, you know, and I'm having her follow the same training that I did. And she's doing amazing. She's killing it. So she did 8 miles in 1 hour and 30 minutes, you said? Or hour 35?
35.
1 hour and 35 minutes. So she is killing it. We're going to do our next race. We're going to do it together. And so I'm so excited. But there she is. And so we thank you so much for your support. We love you guys.
Thank
you know, just God bless you guys. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, training tips about anything that you want me to share with you, just let me know. I'll hit that like button, the subscribe button, share my videos. And we love you so much. Bye. God bless you.